and welcome to Marvel Cinematic University, where each and every week... Wait, no, is that how I intro this? Yeah. Where each and every week, I teach Jacob something about the Marvel Cinematic Universe that he probably didn't know before, and still definitely doesn't, because he doesn't know how to learn.
Not a learner.
I am your host and Professor Alix, and with me, as always, is the handy-dandy terrible student, Jacob.
Well, really just cut me down twice.
I could have called you a handy-dandy notebook, but I didn't.
That would have been an improvement.
And I think that shows growth. This week, we are talking about the iconic, short-lived miniseries, Season 1 of I Am Groot.
I am Groot. Groot's a little menace in this miniseries here.
Okay, let me summarize every episode for you. Groot discovers something. Groot terrorizes something. Groot learns a lesson.
That's essentially every single episode.
Yeah, so this was like a quick little series they did over last summer. Basically filling in the gap between little twig Groot and baby Groot between Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2. And we're just gonna, shoot the shit about it today. I have a very small page here. There's not a lot of notes. So we're just gonna go for it.
Yeah, this is before Groot gets a little sap in him. We kind of see Groot's menace side coming to life here. You can tell he's gonna be a troublesome teenager.
I will say he's a stand-up adult, though.
Very good adult.
This show, I guess we could call it a show, was released on August 10th, 2022. It stars Vin Diesel and is directed by Kirsten Lepore.
Okay. What has Kirsten Lepore done besides this?
She's definitely done I Am Groot.
No other Marvel Cinematic Universe. I almost said Marvel Cinematic University films.
She directed this something called Artsy Fartsy.
Okay. Never seen it.
She directed... Oh! She was an animation director on Marcel the Shell. I know that one.
Okay.
She worked on Ask the Storybot. Oh, she worked on a couple episodes of Adventure Time. Okay.
So she's got some credits.
Yeah. So the more you know about Kirsten Lepore.
The more you know.
This show takes place between Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and Guardians of the Galaxy 2, which is why I've decided to talk about it here, because we are currently in between Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
It's almost like it's the perfect time to talk about it.
The episodes are Groot's First Steps, The Little Guy, Groot Pursuit, Groot Takes a Bath, and Magnum Opus.
Magnum Opus is the best one.
And Jake, you're gonna just go ahead and tell me all about the episodes.
Oh, this joke again, huh?
I mean, this one's pretty easy. They're all about 2 minutes long, so... Episode 1, Groot's First Steps.
Groot fights a bonsai tree because they have these little robots that take care of Groot. And his pot cracks, so they no longer take care of him, and they start taking care of this tree. Groot gets unhappy, tries to destroy this tree, ends up kind of breaking his pot completely, as well as the bonsai tree pot, and then Groot figures out he can walk.
Yeah, he sees that he has tootsies.
Little tootsies.
And this takes place immediately after Guardians of the Galaxy 1 when he's dancing behind Drax, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
it's pretty close.
That works.
So now he's free. He's a little menace baby Groot. I guess I'll just read what I have here, even though that was a pretty good summary. But we gotta, we gotta really stretch this one. While growing in a pot, baby Groot is tended by robots. When a crack appears on his pot, the robots replace Groot with a bonsai plant. Out of jealousy, Groot attacks the plant, and they both fall onto the floor, resulting in their pots breaking, and Groot taking his first steps.
I don't know, do you have any interesting connections about this or fun facts?
Oh, don't worry, I will save every single fun fact and connection that I have for the end of all 5 episodes.
Okay, so we're going to run through these first.
Oh yeah, this episode's going to be like a 20-minute episode. We're just really padding for you watching shows at this point.
Okay. Makes sense.
A little look behind how the sausage is made.
The encasing of the sausage.
The encasing of the sausage.
Oh boy.
And that episode was directed by Kirsten Lepore and written by Kirsten Lepore and released on August 10th, 2022. Information I have from the wiki.
What was the box office?
There was no buy. It was straight to Disney Plus with this one.
Okay.
I mean, I could hear It's since we're gonna be padding for time here, the genre is comedy, family, science fiction, and superhero.
Oh my god.
It was created by Kristen Lepore, based on Marvel Comics, written by Kristen Lepore, directed by Kristen Lepore, I forgot Bradley Cooper is also in this, starring Vin Diesel and Bradley Cooper, composed by Danielle Lupi. Country of origin is the United States. Original language is English. Consists of one season with 5 episodes. The executive producers are Brad Winderbaum, Kevin Feige, Luis Despacito, Victoria Alonso, James Gunn, and Kirsten Lepore. Yeah, Luis Despacito.
His name is Luis Despacito. He co-produced I Am Groot, though.
Produced by Kerry Wassenaar. Edited by Dan Uratia.
All right.
The runtime is about 5 to 6 minutes. The production company is Marvel Studios Animation. The original network was Disney Plus. And it's related to Marvel Cinematic Universe television series. I mean, there's a whole page here. We could just read this whole page for the next...
No. That's not good content at all.
All right, so tell me about episode 2.
What was the name of episode 2? I think it was the bath one, right?
No, this one is the little guy. Oh, wait, okay, I might have given you the wrong order. I thought about it after I wrote it to you, and I was like, I might have given him the wrong order. Let's see the order I gave you.
You gave Groot takes his first step, Groot takes a bath, the little guy, Groot takes a step, and then magnum opus.
Yeah, I think takes a bath and little guy... Oh, no, wait. Groot takes a bath is 4, so I just put takes a bath in the wrong spot. So go ahead and tell me about the little guy.
The little guy. Well, this one is Groot gets woken up from his slumber and trying to sip on that ever so nourishing water that trees need to grow to a loud noise. And he starts investigating. There's a very clear vial broken on the ground, indicative of something that might have escaped. There's also some very shiny liquid around the ship that, forms into an alien. Tries to imitate little Groot, and then they have a dance off, which is a good nod, which Groot probably learned from Star-Lord, if you think about it.
Yeah.
And Groot sends them overnight to space.
Okay. Now, I really appreciate you telling me about episode 3 here. I was asking about episode 2. I do appreciate you telling me about Groot's pursuit. Waking up in the middle of the night in the Eclector quadrant. Baby Groot finds a broken vial and traces the bubble-colored liquid from it around the ship. This is revealed to be Iowa, a shape-shifting alien who impersonates him. The pair dance with the alien, teaching him dance steps until Groot ejects Iwuwa out of the ship via the airlock. So that was episode 3.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and just cycle this back to episode 2.
Episode 2.
The little guy. If you need me to go ahead and tell you what the plot of the little guy is, I got you. I got a whole page here.
See, I'm thinking of one, but I think it's number 4. Or
It's not Groot takes a bath.
No,
and it's not magnum opus.
And it's not Groot takes a step, right?
There is no Groot takes a step was the first episode.
Oh, okay. See, I was thinking Groot takes a step. It's the one where it's the little guys under the rock, right?
Well, I understand why you would think that's called Groot takes a step, but that's just the joke at the end of the episode.
That's why I thought that one was Groot takes a step.
No, yeah, that is the little guy.
Okay, so yeah. Groot builds a nice little... He's exploring in this desert, this arid plain of this planet. And
well, where the hell are the Guardians during all this? Because their ship's back there, but where are they?
I can only imagine they are saving the universe.
Well, no, they don't save the universe for a second time until the second movie.
I guess that's true. They might be perhaps looking for a bounty.
Yeah, that's probably true.
But Groot's, playing around, finds a twig that he realizes he can build a structure with. He built a nice little home, a little shelter for himself to relax out of the heat of the sun. And then this big dumb bird with a quite a long snout comes up and starts sniffing around and licking things. And kind of starts taking apart his house, and Groot's not too happy about this. Then a hawk comes down and goes like that, grabs the other bird
Yeah.
and destroys Groot's house.
There's always a bigger bird.
Oh, it's a bigger bird. Groot then finds a little bug society, a little guy society, some would say.
They are called gruns.
Gruns, and Groot realizes he can kind of be their god, if you will. And starts like playing around, toying with them, and then they go full war on him and start shooting him with lasers until he farts out a leaf, and the leaf lands there, and they're all happy. They're celebrating because that's their food, apparently, and they haven't had food since the dawn of time.
Since the Clinton administration.
Yeah. Since the early 90s. And then so Groot realizes he runs to get them more food, and then, he accidentally takes a step on that. Well,
first he discovers what they need because he farts a leaf.
I said that.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I was half paying attention to you.
Disrespectful, but okay.
Then he does find a nearby bush to give the gruns additional food, only to accidentally step on them upon returning.
Yeah, but they didn't die.
Yeah, and he covers up the rock. Or the hole with a rock. He's like, I didn't do nothing.
I didn't do anything. Let's pretend this rock was always there and never moved once.
Episode 4, since we've already done 3. Groot takes a bath.
Yeah, so Groot's like wandering through this wooded area, a very lush area, if you will. And he finds this little mud bath, and he says, I'm gonna take a little bath here. Only to find out it grows leaves all over him. So he starts putting on all these elegant leaf dresses and hairdos and clothings.
He's a beautiful little Groot.
And then there's this angry rainbow-colored squirrel.
Was it I guess it wasn't a bird. It was a squirrel.
It was some kind of rodent.
It wasn't a raccoon.
It was not a raccoon. And this thing is not happy that Groot's keeping it from slumbering.
Oh, not happy at all.
This little puddle that Groot is creating these hairdos and fancy outfits with eventually dries up because I think Groot uses all the mud.
Yeah, and then he's sad about it.
He's not happy, but this little rodent thing there is quite happy and he makes fun of Groot, and Groot does not take well to this, goes and gives him a haircut, and then wears his fur around his neck as a nice boa scarf.
It's actually a feather cut, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, gives him a feather cut.
And yeah, he has a nice little scarf.
Nice little scarf. And that little squirrel rodent thing is, he's got some feather growing to do.
Now, brings us to episode 5, the Magnum Opus, which takes place probably after Guardians of the Galaxy 2 based on where they are. The ship they're on, which is the ship that they get after Guardians 2.
That makes sense. Because they're on that ship, and Groot's like kind of rummaging around. He's creating like a little art project, I think. A drawing with he cuts Rocket's tail, some fur off his tail, and some other.
He gave him a fur cut.
Fur cut, and uses Star-Lord's boot to do some fiery stuff, and then accidentally blows up part of the ship,
as one does.
And Rocket comes running. He's like, Groot, worried for his safety. What do you got there? And he's like, puts on his glasses. He goes, well, this is nice. This is good. We should frame this. Put it on our fridge.
It's a nice little art project of the family.
The family.
He drew the family, and he really needed to cause havoc to the entire ship to do that.
Oh, classic Groot nature.
Somebody was Drax in the shower? Somebody was in the shower.
Drax was in the shower.
Or was it Star-Lord?
I think it was Drax, because he stole Drax soap.
Okay, I feel like at some point somebody was listening to Zune.
Yeah, I think it was Drax in the shower.
So that's episode 5. And that is the series of I Am Groot. Now, before I get into my fun facts, I do have a couple more, some miscellaneous information I want to provide to you.
Oh boy.
I Am Groot is an American series of animated shorts created by Kirsten Lepore for the streaming service Disney Plus based on the Marvel Comics featuring the character Groot. It features characters from the Marvel Cinematic Universe following Baby Groot on various adventures that get him into trouble.
Who's it created by?
Marvel Comics. No. What did I say?
Kirsten Lepore.
Kirsten Lepore, yeah.
Yeah, you haven't said that 7 times already, so
Yeah,
I was sure.
I thought maybe if I said her name 3 times, she would appear like Beetlejuice, but it hasn't happened yet.
No, you got to say it into a mirror.
I think this is probably the most anyone's ever said Kirsten Lepore on a podcast, if I had to guess.
We definitely should put that in our intro that we hold the record for saying Kristen Lepore on a podcast.
Do you think we could get Kirsten Lepore to guest star on a podcast?
I don't think she's got much going on, to be honest with you, so maybe.
Don't insult her if we want her to be on the podcast.
She
had a decent IMDb. I read a good one. She might be working at season 2 of this.
I love her work.
Her movie, Marcel the Shell, just got a fucking Oscar, I'm pretty sure, or at least it was nominated.
She might be a little busy.
Vin Diesel reprises his role as the voice of Baby Groot from the MCU films, with Bradley Cooper also starring. I Am Groot was announced in December of 2020, and Luma Pictures began work on the series' photorealistic animation by August 2021. The involvement of Lepore was revealed on November. I Am Groot premiered with 5 shorts on Disney Plus on August 10, 2022 as part of Phase 4 of the MCU. 5 additional shorts are in development. Each short follows Baby Groot as he grows up in the galaxy, going on adventures with new and unusual characters that get him into trouble. Now, real quick, before I get to the fun facts, I do want to just tell you about the cast and characters. So, Vin Diesel as Baby Groot, a member of the Guardians of the Galaxy who is a tree-like humanoid. Executive producer Brad Winderbaum called Baby Groot imperfect, who doesn't always make the right choice, but learns from his mistakes, adding, "It was fun to watch him fail, and it's even more fun to watch him succeed." And then also, another additional character in this, Bradley Cooper as Rocket, a member of the Guardians who is genetically modified raccoon bounty hunter and a master of weapons and military tactics. Director Kristen Lepore described Rocket as a bit of a scolding parent towards Groot, but still his friend, with a soft heart, with Winderbaum stating that Rocket feels responsible for Groot as an unlikely parent. Additionally, James Gunn voices a wristwatch and Trevor Duvall voices Iwua, a shape-shifting alien who mimics Groot. I guess we don't care about the development or the writing or the casting or the design or the animation and editing or the music or the marketing. I Am Groot premiered with 5 shorts on Disney Plus on August 10th.
You said that 4 times already. You're really grasping straws here.
I Am Groot was the 3rd highest streaming series for viewers in the United States for the week ending August 14, 2022, according to Whip Media's TV Time.
People love Groot.
People do love Groot. Rotten Tomatoes reported an 87% approval rating.
Get on to the fun facts.
All right. Fun fact. Vin Diesel and Bradley Cooper reprised their roles. It's all connected. The events take place between Guardians 1 and 2, showing Baby Groot go from twig to baby. This Groot is the child of the Groot from Guardians 1. You sure I can't give you any more, like, critical response or references? Should probably save my references, huh? Alright, well, I think this is it for this episode of Marvel Cinematic Universe. Unless you have any questions, concerns,
there was no more. It's all connected?
Oh, no, that was it.
We had a good amount of like fun facts and it's all connected.
Oh no, that I had 1 fun fact and 2 connections.
I feel gaslit.
No, yeah, you should. I wrote these notes in about 2 minutes. There's nothing in the show. The show's 10 minutes long.
Dude, you said the average runtime's like 5 to 6 minutes. There's more credits than actual runtime of the show. The shows are like 2.5 to 3 minutes long with
4 minutes of trailers.
Yeah.
Variety's Wilson Chapman said I Am Groot was charming, briskly paced, and a rarity for Marvel streaming TV, completely self-contained.
Yeah, definitely self-contained.
Any questions about Groot?
Groot didn't let those little guys get out. They were self-contained.
Hey Jay, you know what? I'm gonna give you a quiz for this one. I have 1 question, and it's not multiple choice, it's open-ended.
Okay.
What date was I Am Groot released?
I thought you were gonna say who directed it.
That'd be too easy.
It was in 2022.
Yeah?
March, April, May? It sounds like maybe June, actually. Could be August or July.
August.
Definitely not. It's August. August 9th. It was August 10th of 2022.
Yeah, how did you know?
I just remembered it. It was like one of those things. Before I watched it, I actually looked at the date it was released on Disney Plus, and I just remembered it. It's
Oh.
crazy.
And question 2, who directed I Am Groot?
Kristen Lepore.
That is correct. And that is it for this episode of
Was
Marvel.
it Kevin Feige?
And that's it for this episode of Marvel Cinematic University, where each and every week I teach Jake something useful, usually, or I talk about I Am Groot. Make sure to follow us, subscribe. It helps us out a lot. Give us a 5-star rating because we're so good. I mean, this is like golden content right here. You don't get much better than
If
this.
is the first episode you're watching, go back and just like, I don't know, watch a couple others before you rate.
If you were like, I'll start with I Am Groot because that's short, there's a reason it's short.
Maybe start with the Guardians of the Galaxy recap. That's a pretty good one, I would say.
Yeah.
Maybe do the watch along.
And you can watch more of this by following and subscribing and getting notifications when we release more episodes every Thursday when there's not a hiatus at 3 p.m.
Yes.
Don't forget to follow us at AJ Slabs and Juicy Snake on pretty much most of the, social medias that are out there. And I stream on TikTok. That's probably something I should be saying on here. And you can get video form of this on YouTube if you're listening on not YouTube.
On any of the other streaming platforms.
Goodbye.